Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm out here as usual. It's not very bright today. Well, cloudy. As you can see the clouds in the skies. Not typical Arizona day. But the sun will be creeping out. Oops, hold on. Sorry, I got a bee buzzing around me here. I'm going to finish this inside. Be right back. Well, and that did cut me short out there. Just this one bee's been out there all morning. Just keeps bugging me. Excuse me. So I wanted to address my detractors. I put the TV on for the dog. She watches it. But I had this one person, a friend brought him over. They're in the Kratom community. Okay, the Kratom community. In the same day she got approved, she asked to join the medical marijuana group. Asked to join a medical marijuana group. We were talking back and forth over the space of about 12 or 15 hours. And by the end of that 15 hours, she literally bitched me out for not giving Kratom its due diligence in my video. So I did another video. She called me a pothead. Thank you for the compliment. I'd rather be a pothead than a Kratom head. It's a dangerous tree. You don't know what you're getting. I use stuff from a licensed dispensary. I know where my shit comes from. Okay, there's people that are getting these shipments on the coast, and then by the time it gets to you, you don't know what's in it. And they've been finding stuff like fentanyl and stuff mixed in with this Kratom. It's a very dangerous thing. I don't like it. Okay, I put it down. I'm sorry. But I also want to talk about the anti-weed Nazis. These people that can't seem to understand why they can't understand what I continually tell people in my videos. Yes, I ramble. Do you know why I ramble? Only if you paid attention to my videos. I'm in extreme pain. Every day of my life. With pot and morphine and hemp oil. And I got my Rick Simpson oil on a papaya enzyme melting in my mouth. The Rick Simpson oil, I'm using that still to clean my lungs out of the emphysema. Well, this detractor anyway, I blocked her on YouTube and muted her comment. So I don't know if people can still see her comment, but I don't give a shit. She's anger, emotional outbursts. Those are some of the side effects of long-term use of Kratom. Okay, because why did this person ask to join a medical marijuana group and then bitch me out for being pro-medical marijuana? No sense in the first place, okay? She shouldn't have ever asked to join. I don't know what in the hell possessed her to even ask. If she's not supportive of me, don't join the group. That's what it's for. This group's for me to help support people that need to get weed. Because it is the future. Kratom is not. Kratom does not have the hemp family. Hemp and cannabis together is a $1 trillion industry. Yearly, trillions of dollars of savings in fossil fuels, oil-based plastics that live forever, okay? You got to think of these things, okay? So I do ramble. Why? Because I've got a lot of shit in my head going round and round and round all the time, and I'm in extreme pain. And I'm taking opiates and smoking weed. So yeah, if I ramble and if I get off track, boom, that's why. I told you. It's because I hurt. I still feel Saturday's car ride to town in my neck. And my shoulders, right here, feel like they just want to fall off. And that's from just taking a shower and shaving yesterday morning. Yes. I helped Debbie with a little bit of stuff outside, but we got this garden cart. She said, well, help me carry it. I could have carried it up there myself. It was that light. Okay, but just doing everything just wears me out. And pain makes me wander. Sorry, I can't help it. I say I'm sorry, I get off track. I try to get back on track. Give me a break. You're watching my videos because they're about marijuana. So if the weed is affecting me and I'm high and don't really realize it, it's because of my pain levels. Okay, so I might be high, but the pain still puts the high as an underlying theme, and so the pot just gives me like temporary pain relief. The morphine gives me long term. Oh, and also I've told you I take college courses for the hell of it. I'm heading for 60 here. I don't need to continue my education. I know enough already. But I just need to learn more. Because my brain needs to stay active. Because that's also a part of Alzheimer's, as far as I'm concerned. You need to keep your brain active. The more you use your brain, the more you think, the more circulation that happens in your brain. Art has been proven to increase circulation in the brain, especially in the certain areas. You know, how they've been mapping the brain for emotions and sight and this and that. Well, the same thing with feelings and music and stuff and art like that. Well, we have sativa strains, we have indica strains. We have stuff that'll put you on the couch, oh man, or you just don't want to move. And you wish you'd have brought the Cheetos in the room before you hit the bong. Then you got your sativas that are uplifting, give you artistic abilities, or opens your artistic abilities. And all of it is due to the endocannabinoid system in our bodies. And I keep reiterating, THC and CBD go to your head. CBD and THC also go elsewhere. And it's not just about the high. Okay? I'm not getting my skin high when I use the topical salve. It's pain killing. That's the THC working on the nerves to deaden the pain, not to produce euphoria. That's what happens in the THC center. And people have to get over the high. That seems to be the main point, is people think you're getting high, and that's all you're doing. You are not. You're healing your body through the ECS. I keep going over and over and over it. The ECS is key. These simple hydrocarbons in cannabinoids that attach to our immune systems at every junction. We do not have a kratom system. We have opioid receptors, but we don't have receptors elsewhere. They're just in your head. And they're just for that click off the pain and numb your whole body if it can. That's what morphine's for. Pot does so much more. Okay? And all the different strains gives you all different ways to enjoy getting healthy. Because that's what it's all about, people. It's all about getting healthy. Is being high that bad? You know, anti-weed Nazis, you guys over here. Is it that freaking bad? Are they jealous? Is that your problem? You're jealous? You know, that people have something that they can enjoy, and it makes them healthy and makes them feel good. Why are they jealous? Or do they want to feel good? Smoke a freaking joint. I'll meet you in Colorado so we can smoke a joint together. Because if you don't have an Arizona card, I can't smoke with you here. But it's just something that, like the picture I've showed, okay? I'm tired of hearing about how bad weed is from people who have never tried it. And I'll add on to those that don't listen or think or believe in the scientific evidence of the efficacy of marijuana. Okay? It's out there. The truth is out there, they say in the X-Files. Open my phone. I don't know why I'm there. I will get back to you. But I was going to get online and look at stuff. What kind of stuff do I have here? I got a few websites. I just got to find them. Story benefits of medical marijuana and replacing. Let's see what this one does. I've got like 5 different websites. And they're all talking about pharmaceuticals versus cannabis. Okay? Because just think. My Valium is something that I get a 30-day supply. But me and my doctor have agreed to making that last for 90 days. So I have 30 Valiums for 90 days. I don't need it that often. I don't take it that often. So I don't use it up in a month. It does take me 3 months to use it. Because I also have my Seroquel, and at bedtime my amitriptyline, and the morphine throughout the day. Okay, and these are base pharmaceuticals I'm talking about. These are very long-term things. The newer class of drugs, antidepressants, the glutides and the shit for blood sugar and A1C levels, are just dangerous crap. They're new versions of old themes. Okay, Restasis for dry eyes, cyclosporine, 0.05%. They've relabeled it in another nice pretty little package, probably a fancy little box that you can't open without tearing it open. Okay, and they've jacked up the price on something that's been around for decades. Yes, they've been using cyclosporine drops in the eyes, and it's proven to help produce tears in dry eyes. So, Restasis comes on this line, and whoever, GlaxoSmithKline, whoever produces it, okay, is trying to pass this shit off as something new and great. It's a rehash of the same old stuff. And then on top of that, these newer NSAIDs and stuff, adalimumab, ustekinumab, something, oh my god, that one for psoriasis, or the one that goes, see me, they get the scaly shit on their arms. Those drugs are freaking dangerous. Topical, made from the roots of either hemp or cannabis, clears off psoriasis and skin conditions. Don't take a pill for it. Why take a pill for your skin? You take a pill for your interior body. If it's something on your skin, you need to treat it at the skin level. People don't think. Jeff Sessions, he didn't think before he said, good people don't smoke weed. Okay, he's pointing at hundreds of thousands of seniors like me, 56 and up, okay, and calling us bad people. We're the baby boomers. 45 to 65 was the baby boomers. I'm 61. I came right in at the end. We knew back then somehow that weed was good for you. It didn't just make you happy. It made you healthy. And it's just people going off against it. It's just wrong. If you don't like it, leave it alone. Don't stop other people from doing it. Don't try to stop your state from enacting laws, because you're hurting people that you don't realize you're hurting. And you're hurting patients, people in your own age groups, people in your own social groups, race, church groups. And they've just decided to try marijuana, and it works, and they use it as a medicine. Does that make them a bad person now? Okay, if they were a good, God-fearing person in the first place. But they realize that science has to come into the picture sometime soon, and the science says that cannabis is good. So come on over from there. Come on over. Smoke a doob and heal yourself. Stand up and add a voice for hemp industry. Okay? We just had a chance to farm it here, and Doug Ducey screwed the pooch. Everybody wanted it except him. Well, woe was me. He just screwed Arizona out of billions of dollars. Yes, billions of dollars. We could replace cotton in Arizona. Cut our water consumption in half. And it's ridiculous. This is an interview. I don't want an interview. I don't like these new S8s. It's good. I want my old S4 back, but with the memory this one has. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so where's my clipboard? Open up the clipboard. Find what you're talking about. Let's try this one. This is medicalmarijuanainc.com. INC, Inc. So, why Big Pharma is scared of cannabinoids, and how Medical Marijuana Inc. is bridging the gap. I don't want notifications, thank you. So, Big Pharma is currently losing potential profit in states that have already legalized medical marijuana. Now, I addressed this in a post the other day. That it's not quite that way. These people are billionaires in their own rights, because they're charging these outrageous freaking prices for these simple pills that cost pennies to make, but they charge you $10 to $1,000 for a freaking pill. One pill. Or just a bottle. 1 month's supply. If I didn't have United Healthcare, I couldn't afford my morphine and weed. I'd be sticking with the weed probably and smoking as much as I can, because morphine is just a hassle. The DEA is making it hard, and they're making it hard on people that have legitimate pain like me, because that's what makes me ramble. That's why I do that. Okay, I get lost because I'm in pain. And that's why I do these videos, so just show you that there's people that are not stoners, okay? We don't want to be stoners, okay? This place isn't tricked out with black lights and black light posters and stuff, you know? It's a nice, happy, healthy home. Just no kids. So, as far as Big Pharma losing billions, they stop the ads. That's what I put in this post, was to stop the ads. They're spending millions of dollars just for 20 seconds of airtime to tell you about this drug in the first 5 seconds, and then the rest of the 15 seconds is all the side effects. And they're outrageous if you listen to these side effects. They're worse than the original disease. It's the start of the 10 medicines for one problem. Because each medicine needs an antidote for the next. And it's a never-ending thing with the pharmaceutical companies. Okay, it's probably a never-ending thing with me, too. That's why my pain is still here, and I've got my morphine. They want me to take more and more and more. Because the more morphine I take, the more money they get. They don't get as much because morphine's so simple. It's not a profitable drug anymore. So I can get away with $30 a month for both of my morphines. But as far as Big Pharma, to them, a cancer patient is a dollar sign, or a yacht, or a Maserati. Okay? That's what a cancer patient is to a doctor and the cancer industry. All they're concerned with is making money. That is it. I guarantee. They don't want a cure for cancer. The cure for cancer has already been proven. It was proven in 1973 that cannabis cured cancers. And the government patented it. Can't patent a plant molecule. Idiots. It's a simple hydrocarbon. Sorry, but this thing hurts. It's a really bad day today. What's wrong with you, Pena? Running all over the place. So as far as Big Pharma, screw them. Okay? They're telling us to... They're preying on the hypochondriac population. That's what I call it. They are. They're preying on people that don't have a disease, but they make you think you do. Ask your doctor today for this. No. My doctor should already know what I need. Okay, no? Is that not true? Huh? It's true. The doctor will know if you need Taltz or Opdivo or Boniva. Okay? That's what you have a care team for. To figure out what's wrong with you. Well, we haven't quite figured out all of what's wrong with me because fibromyalgia is still theoretical in the department of finding out what exactly causes it. But a lot of things like Morgan Freeman, he only has it in his left arm. And it's from an auto accident. He had to be pried out. My body's been through trauma after trauma after trauma. Whiplashes, dislocations, breaks, twists, strains, crushed, this and that. And I've just been beating around the bush. My body got old fast. Once I passed 50, my body really started to decline. Okay, and now here I am at 56. I'm just like, I'm 10 pounds lighter than I used to be, but it's a lot of fat. I got a lot of fat. Can't hide it. It's there. I can try to suck it in all I want, and I'll pass out. But Marinol, things like that, the Big Pharma's pills, their answers to cannabinoids are limited to what they can do. Okay? Cannabis and hemp have a broad spectrum of just about every known disease. Do you know what Hashimoto's syndrome is? No, probably 1 in 100 people only know what it is. Cannabis cures Hashimoto's. Dravet's a very severe kind of epilepsy. Very painful for the patient. CBD from hemp, a alone knocks out the seizures, keeps the grand mals at a minimum, nothing but petite mals, and less pain. Cannabis helps our children, people. Stop denying it. It's true. It's there. The writing is on the frickin' wall. So when it comes to the big pharma question, screw them. Okay? The average doctor in states that they studied prescribed 265 fewer doses of antidepressants each year of the study. This is research from the University of Georgia, looking at legalized medical marijuana. And they said 265 fewer doses of antidepressants, 486 fewer seizure medications, 541 fewer nausea, 562 fewer anti-anxiety meds, and it was pain medication that was hardest hit, seeing an average of 1,826 fewer doses in medical marijuana states. So they're figuring that they have lost, if medical cannabis was legalized at the federal level, over $500 million would vanish from the pharmaceutical industry's annual revenue reports. That means these big-ass executives that own these companies need to take a pay cut. Okay? You did not earn it. You're sitting in a big-ass office telling people to push chemotherapy on people that it doesn't work on, and then you want multi-million-dollar bonuses for being the boss. Sorry. But that's my outtake. That's my take on Big Pharma. They're after the hypochondriacs, and it makes me incensed to look at these commercials and to hear these side effects of these drugs. And I'm going, well, isn't there been drugs already on the market for decades and decades that have been proven to work? Yes, there have been, and they're still there. But the drug companies are always looking for the newer bucks. And the only way to make a newer dollar is to make a newer, prettier product. So we take this cup and we add this rubber grip to it. Modeling with my cup. And that's what they do. That's all they're saying, is they put it in this pretty package. Okay, these fancy inhalers that are like a disc, I have no freaking idea how those things work. Because I was still using just the old albuterol puffer. Now they got these things like Brio and that. And everything that they list as a side effect or possible is just exactly what the problem is. That's what your allergies do. This pill doesn't. You're better off trying homeopathic medicines. And when it comes to homeopathic medicines, I stick with marijuana. Because marijuana is the shit. I don't care what people want to say. Weed is it. This here, got this other website here. No, that was wrong. There we go. Now I'll get there. So right now we're at a half an hour. Load page, load page. Now we're talking this one here. This is whole plant versus pharmaceutical cannabis and what you need to know. This is published day before my birthday last year. It's talking about CBD only laws that restrict marijuana use only to the certain chemicals in the weed. These laws tend to encourage the belief that only certain parts of the plant are safe and medicinal, while other compounds like THC serve no purpose other than to produce a high. And many consumers believe these claims, despite evidence proving that whole plant cannabis is more effective than its pharmaceutical counterparts. Western medicine has made an enormous profit during the last century by turning plant-based compounds into patented drugs that can be manufactured in a lab. Aspirin is naturally found in willow bark. Menthol is a potent chemical from mint. Quinine, common malaria treatment, is derived from the bark of the cinchona tree. So, it says, will cannabis become the next plant we break down and put into little orange bottles? I certainly hope not, because it's not. Okay, because you can't. How are you gonna go to the doctor's office and say, "Well, I need a script for THC, CBG, CBC, and CBN"? Because that's all the pharmaceutical industry can do. You understand that? And they don't see this. Don't they think this? Think, people. Whole plant cannabis is what works. You know, and the derivatives that we're getting from it that we smoke. Pharmaceutical companies should not touch marijuana unless they want to compete fairly in the market. And that would be by growing their own, buying land, subsidizing farmers, getting some grown, make your pharmaceuticals, put them out there. But when it comes to the federal government and this new Senate bill that we're hoping is going to pass here, it's been going on for 2 years. 2 years. 2015 is when this bill was first started. And the CARES Act. It's supposed to leave the states alone that implement medical marijuana programs. So I don't have to worry about federal prosecution for anything. Because I smoke on air. I don't know what the federal laws are on that, but I'm in Arizona where I'm supposed to be when I smoke. If I happen to smoke in front of my video audience here, too damn bad. I'm legal. So, this will assure that Jeff Sessions and his Justice Department start targeting the real drug problem. And the real drug problem is illegal imports, illegal meth labs. People are still cranking out crack. And that's the cocaine import. Cocaine, heroin. There's always going to be cheaper weed coming across the border. For the people that can't afford the dispensary's weed, then, the pusher can still get them a $20 bag of something bunk that doesn't work as good. Because it's not hybridized for pain relief and stuff. It's just regular weed. There's no special strain. It's just Mexican dirt weed, wherever was out there. And that's what you used to get in your baggies. I used to see different colors and stuff. They're definitely different plants. There were like 2 different strains mixed. And that can happen when they let it go wild. So, what have I rambled on about today? I'm going to keep these things shorter. As far as Marinol and Epidiolex, screw that. They're worthless. I explained about my pains, and I explained why I act dizzy. Yes, I got a high IQ. I learn well on my own, and I do it good. I learn. I'm so good at guitar. I have to do something around here. So I make these videos because I want legalization for my family of friends and my family of chronic pain patients worldwide. We all can benefit from cannabis. And if you saw my video a couple days ago on the clinical endocannabinoid deficiency, that's saying our bodies require cannabinoids. And we do. Because they're at every junction of every cell in our bodies. It's floating through our veins. Okay? When cannabinoids get into your body, Your body puts them to use where they need them the most. The CBN, the cannabinol, the cannabigerol, the Delta 8, Delta 9, and other THCs that they haven't figured out quite what happens, but they know it goes down through the CB1 receptors. And our CB2 receptors are just nothing but immune cells. Okay? Our entire immune system is based on cannabinoids being the one thing that fits. It's the one key that fits the lock for chronic pain and body health, homeostasis in the human being. In the human condition, homeostasis can be brought about by curing the clinical endocannabinoid deficiency. That's where we are. Now, that's why I ramble. That's what I'm like. Okay, I'm like this all the time. I'm exhausted all the time. I'm in pain all the time. Do I get to be a flibberty gibbet sometimes? And I start talking with Billy Bluebird there. I'm not going to break him out today. He's shy. Oh no, I don't want to. Shut up, Billy. Humor. Gotta have it. So, I've talked about the anti-weed Nazis. They're so close-minded that they'll deny feeling good. If they took a couple puffs, they'd deny feeling good just to say that they're right, just to prove that they're the moral frickin' right. You are not. Okay? When it comes to morals, I have known hippies that haven't had a bath in a couple weeks that are nicer people than what I've seen walking into and out of churches. So don't preach that shit with me. It doesn't go that way. Good people don't smoke weed. Jeff Sessions. You're telling 60 million people that they're bad people. It's just ridiculous. Okay? I'm so glad this bill is coming up, and I'm so glad that Congress themselves said would not give a dime to the Justice Department to interdict individual states' medical marijuana laws or recreational, just any marijuana laws. This bill will guarantee that Sessions can't do anything. And that should prompt all the other states to say, you know what? Let's try it. Let's legalize it. And on a trial basis, and we'll put just a few conditions down, and we'll see what we make. Boom, you're going to see profits, you're going to see money, you're going to see revenue, you're going to see jobs. And isn't that what our free market economy is all about? Big Pharma has been the cornerstone of the pharmaceutical market long enough. They've outgrown their usefulness. They're too big for their britches. They're pushing these hazardous chemicals on us, and they're pushing chemotherapy on cancers that it's proven not to work on, all in the name of an almighty frickin' dollar. And it's totally wrong. And it needs to be fixed. It needs to be addressed. Send this on to your state legislatures, your congressmen. Send it to the White House. Mr. President, I've been tagging you. I haven't heard any response, so I'm not doing it lately. But it's time. It's way past time, folks. He's got a hairball. I know, you poor baby. I gotta go take care of my baby. You guys, peace, love, truth, and happiness. Free marijuana from the prison of the ignorant, uneducated asswipes that think it's all about getting high. It is not. It is about being healed, and it's about having a quality of life. And that's it. Thank you.